All successful people are hyperachievers. And there are many things that you could do to become a hyperachiever. What does a hyperachiever mean? A hyperachiever is a person who constantly achieves his or her goals no matter what. Even if it's hard, or even if the conditions aren't optimal to achieve the goal. They go out and achieve the goal, no matter what. And in this video, I'll sort of give you a guideline or a plan on how to become a hyperachiever. I'll give you tangible things that you can do to start to achieve more and become more successful and just become the best at whatever it is that you're trying to do. Whether it's, studying, working, working out, whatever it may be. But note that you can become a hyperachiever in, multiple areas of your life, but it's not easy. And I wouldn't recommend becoming a hyperachiever in more than 2 areas in your life, because I don't think it's healthy, and you'll know why shortly. So a hyperachiever is, as I said, a person who achieves way more than his or her peers and is willing to work way more than his or her peers. Now, how do you do that? These kids that get good grades in school, they usually come back to school after a weekend or something, and all of a sudden they've, completed the homework assignment that's due the next week, or all of a sudden they just, they finish the project that's supposed to, be submitted in a week or 2. They do things pretty early, and they do this for a very good reason. They do this to free up time. You see, smart people realize that time is valuable. Some people might say that time is money, and that is true. Time is money. Because with your time, you could do other things that could possibly generate you money, or, give you some sort of fulfillment in another area in your life. Time is very valuable. So it's very important to realize this. So let's say that you're working on something. You have to do something. Do it when other people are having fun. And then have fun when they're working. And you might say, oh yes, but it's the same thing. It's just, me doing the thing when other people are having fun, and me having fun when they're working is essentially the same thing. It's just, different time periods. And it's totally false. Because, you see, the more you work on something and the more you work, generally, you start to get a lot faster at doing things. So, let's say that you have a project due 2 weeks. Do it this weekend. Because once you do it this weekend, you're going to have, 2 weeks where you could have as much fun as possible and not think about that project. And if you want to become a hyperachiever, use these 2 weeks to do something else that will, give you more time and will, give you just not more power, but give you, or just put you ahead of others and make you achieve things that others simply can't achieve because they're not willing to put in that time. Free up time so that you can use the time. I don't want you to sit on your ass all day long when you have a bit of free time or something. I want you to work to propel yourself to greater things, greater success. Don't just sit on your ass all day. So always use your weekends, use your your free time to achieve more. Do whatever you need to do. These things that you tell yourself, yeah, I'll do them later. No, do them now. Because if you do them now, I guarantee you that you're going to have a lot more time to do other things that you want to do. And this will make you a hyperachiever. The smartest people, the most successful people work when everyone, is having fun. They work. And sure, they do have fun, but they know how much fun to have. Because you can't tell me that you're having fun when you're sitting on your bed and watching TikToks all day. It's not fun. You're just wasting your free time. Too much free time is useless. And don't let other people deceive you into thinking that it's not useless. So always think about it. Okay? Don't go and, waste your time. Don't waste your time on things that don't reward you. And this is very important. It's very important. So learn how to use your free time to propel yourself and not to damage yourself. Because it's very easy to damage yourself. It's very easy to get into addictions and not do anything with your life. And that's, why we have so many people that are unsuccessful. It's because they let their free time take over their lives. I believe that your free time makes or breaks you. Because you can either be working on something great during your free time, or you could be wasting that time and not doing anything and getting into addictions that ruin your whole life, and not just your free time, your whole life. You see, I have I have some free time right now, and what am I doing? I'm filming a video. I'm being productive in a way. I'm working on another area of my life, which is, this channel. So use your free time wisely to become a hyperachiever. Don't, if you think that whatever you're doing, if you're studying or working or whatever, if you think that that's the main part of your life and that you should not have any other part, in your life, then you're, severely mistaken. You must have other, parts of your life that you can work on during your free time. Your free time shouldn't be that free. It shouldn't be that free. And many people think that, free time is when I sit back and watch TikTok and, maybe go out with my friends sometimes. No, go out with your friends, sure, have a bit of fun, but then come back home and work. You can't tell me that you're having fun during your free time, that you're having fun 24/7 during your free time, because you're not. You're wasting maybe 90% of that free time on addictions that ruin your life. So that is how you become a hyper achiever. That's how you become very successful. So yeah, it's very easy. Or it's not easy, but it's simple. Use your free time wisely.